IEEE ISF welcomes you all for the second phase of AICT-sponsored short-term training program on Mission Vision for Entrepreneurs, launching startups with low seed fund. Panimala Institute of Technology, started by Jai Shakti Educational Trust, focuses on disseminating knowledge coupled with discipline and ethics. It is established in the year 2008 with the disciplines ECE, EEE, CSE, IT, and Mechanical at present. The college has a world-class infrastructure built upon the greatest faculty strength. Spread across 55 acres of lush greenery, the college hosts one of the best infrastructure one can find, thus making the campus life both an educative and enjoyable one for the students. The uniqueness of our college is the serenity of the campus coupled with the latest state-of-art infrastructure, well-equipped laboratories, workshops, audiovisual halls, and an auditorium to groom the students. Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, accredited by National Board of Accreditation, has been established in the year 2008 with the vision of developing the department as a center of excellence in ECE. ECE department strives to make the students to become exemplary professionals by providing qualitative and quantitative academic teaching in order to meet the global challenges on par with the industry standards. This short-term training program is aimed to aid aspiring entrepreneurs contributing as well as executing research in the emerging field of machine vision through startups for economic development of India. Digitization of India being the frontrunner in Indian government path towards developed village and developed nation goal, machine vision leading to Internet of Things is highly essential, which has been proposed in various forms as on date by central and state governments, multinational corporate sectors, and research and development organizations. Machine vision is the technology which provides imaging-oriented automatic inspection and analysis for the applications such as automatic inspection, process control, and robot guidance in industry. This Sttp will produce entrepreneurs by launching and establishing startups in machine vision with low seed fund for applications such as electronic component testing, object recognition, pattern recognition, and medical imaging. With this introduction, I now call upon Mr. Arun, Assistant Professor ECE, Panimala Institute of Technology, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You can proceed.
Thank you. A wise man once said, "A man without education is like a building without foundation." Providing a platform for education, I would say, is beyond divine. And we are few of those who have been allowed with such an experience. On saying that, I am pleased to thank the respected board of our college who are responsible for the creation of this fulfilling platform. The Secretary and Correspondent of Panimala Institute of Technology, Dr. P. Chinnadurai, MA, PhD. Our directors who have been dominant pillars of support, Srimati C. Vijayarajeshwari, Mr. Sakti Kumar, ME, Mr. Sarnya Sri Sakti Kumar, BE. They say gaining knowledge is the first step to wisdom and sharing is to the first step to humanity. Knowledge has no value until it's used or shared. True power is gained by sharing knowledge, not by hoarding it. Actually, you are not just helping others, but yourselves too. They say knowledge increases by sharing it, not saving. You know what? I would say there are 5 steps to make this work. Listen, be attentive, preserve it, practice, and finally spread the knowledge you gain. To do this, we have with us an intellectual man waiting to shower us with his knowledge. I am honored to welcome Dr. R Shanker, CEO, Chase Technology, Chennai. Welcome, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Is it audible? Is it audible?
Yeah, it's audible, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
We are delighted to have you here, sir. And finally, the ones who have joined here, we're glad you could join us today. I extend a very warm welcome to one and all present here for the AICT-sponsored Sttp on Machine Vision for Entrepreneurs, launching startup with low seed funds, hosted by Department of ECE, Panimala Institute of Technology, Chennai. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to introduce the chief guest and speaker of this session to the gathering. Dr. R Shanker is serving as CEO of Chase Technologies, Chennai. Chase Technologies is established in 2001 with a vision to provide high-quality engineering solutions across the globe. He has completed his PhD in computational image processing from CEG Anna University, MTech in remote sensing from CEG Anna University, and BE in ECE from Madras University. He has published several papers in highly reputed journals and conferences. He is also reviewer of Journal of Engineering and Technology Research (JETR) and World Applied Sciences Journal. He is a recognized research supervisor at Anna University. He has received several research and development funding projects. With this high profile, I request you to take over the session, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Thank you. And my today's topic will be on. I think you have to give some introduction about today's topic here. What is the topic today? Hello. Anyone participants can able to answer this? Because I want to check how many people have seen the brochure. No one is ready. Okay, now we'll start with a startup. And now I'm just going to present I think I'll just share my screen. See, today's class will be based on blended learning. Of course, don't expect that PPT will be there and you'll get the PPT. And no PPT will be given because we are into blended learning system. And it will be like a classroom teaching, and as well as we'll be shifting our studio for various login IDs and all those things. Okay. I think some people have attended my previous session. I never want to take the same basic thing, but still some may be new to the session, and both will be discussed here. It means that past sessions concept as well as today's new concept, and today we'll be discussing about machine vision, how to start something with entrepreneurship with the machine vision. And of course, it will not be a very big overlap of the previous session and the present session. Today's session will be very catchy, and of course, if you have a good idea, you can able to do this. This is how I can put it here before I'm starting this session. And very important thing is that though the topic is related to machine vision, entrepreneurship, I was really making a lot of presentation to the faculty members, from different parts of the country and other countries too. But still, what happens, there is no clarity about startup. Okay, clarity about startup, and they don't have clarity about once again. They are not they need a clarity about the startup and your entrepreneurship. Okay, I'll just make it in a single words: entrepreneurship. And before getting into this, these things are coming only from academic institution, and that should be very clearly. You have to understand this. It's an academic institution, academy. In academic only, it means that academic institutions. Okay, your institutions are responsible, have these type of startups and entrepreneurship. But still, we were not able to do. We work for NBA. Okay, NAC, okay, and then of course you are working for ATAL, okay, and you are working for your ranking systems, QS ranking, and you also work for NIRF ranking. Of course, till today, some institutions are not able to get into this NIRF ranking. That is a very pathetic situation. Just apply it and they put their logo, and they do it. And I think these things are very commonly known to everybody. And you have institution council, IIC council. Some councils are there, industry institution council. Something have been brought out from the government of India. Government of India is doing a lot of things, but the problem is that a person is required to connect all those things. How for this entrepreneurship and startups are linked to the academic. Okay, and that is a very big part that should be understood by the each and every faculty. And faculty doesn't know that this is a part of a source where you can earn by yourself. Okay, work as you go. There is a policy that pay as you go. It means that it is a cloud. It's a model. It's a model. This model is used in cloud computing. But here, work as you go. and you can say work as you go. It means that work as you go means that you'll get your payment. Okay, salary can be generated, but still people may think that, how come this can happen? How come this can happen? Because I'm working and some institutions will not allow you. See, that type of myth, okay, your myth has to be removed. Very important thing, the myth has to be removed. Okay, and that myth will be the session of today, and it will be connected to the startup. This is how the session will go. Now we have a very big problem is that if you take any institution, apart from the management, principal, lecture, there are two categories of people there in an institution. Is that your faculty members, because your principal also comes into that, and your HOD also comes to that common platform, and that is an administrative work. But and you know that the other thing which is there apart from your faculty is that your teaching. Okay, and I can segregate it teaching, and then you have your placement. Okay, you had your what I can say, you have the other department. You have your what I can say, your patent office, something like that, intellectual property right, IP centers. And then I can put it in the other ways that you have one more department is that IP. Then you have your startup or entrepreneurial. So it is the startup or entrepreneurial. Okay, and you have alumni. Okay, you have alumni. Okay, alumni. And then a very important thing is that startup. And then I'm just talking about technical. Of course, non-technical things are also there, NCC and all those things. But I'm not into that part. Only the technical part. Associations are there, and you have these associations. I don't know how many people are associations. There, students associations. Clubs are there, and still I can extend this. I can extend this to other part. Is that very important part is that these are the things. You have some advanced labs. Advanced labs. Okay, and these things are there now. But still, when you ask a faculty, is only related with only the teaching. Okay, and then is only related with of course I think they think that this is their major work, and they think this is the major work, and they don't have connectivity. This a big wall is there between a faculty, and then this big wall has been created. I know how this wall has been created in the society, and that is the reason we are not able to get into these areas. How this has been handled. One faculty will be the in charge. Okay, to any of this department, faculty in charge, placement in charge, something like that. Because I don't have space, I made it very simple. I can take down, and this will be a very beautiful thing, and you can have a very beautiful what I can say, economy generation being as a faculty. See, these type of facilities are not available to any of these professions, but still we are lagging. Still today, the teaching professions are being dealt in a different way. People doesn't know that there are other ways to make the money, and they doesn't know how to make the institution good, and they can develop their finance. That is very important thing, but still we are not aware about it. And then when you talk about the other thing is that very important thing is when you take the other part of the teacher, they think that it is a management pressure. You want to go do publications. Okay, and this is a very important thing, publications. And this is how you make it. This is how you make your this is how you make your career. But this wall is being removed. If you remove this wall, what I said here, I can able to put it in a different color. This is a wall. If you break this wall, okay, this wall, okay, and this wall will, if you break this wall, if you enter into this, then automatically your fund generation, your knowledge, and then your personal profiling, and everything will be broken out. But we are not. We are keeping a wall. What is the wall? Say, I am being kept as an alumni. That's it. I want to create a file. That's how we make it. I think not only the colleges there in Chennai, all over the world, the situations is like that. If one step forward, makes all your financial burden and your negativity, I don't know why this teaching has been taken, why I'm doing like this. These type of things will be eradicated, and you'll have a very beautiful career in your life. So this barrier is very important. The very first thing is that please don't try to take this as a task. Okay, and that it means that I want to be alumni in charge, coordinate. That's it. And a professor has been kept for what I can say, your alumni association, and then your placement. Don't think that I'm a placement coordinator. It's my duty to call the people and do that. That is what the failure starts. That is what startups are not coming out. And that is what the problem. How the problem comes here. It's all interrelated. If you understand this with a very broad mind, and if you work out, you'll get a lot of information. See, alumni, you have to make a strong alumni contact. It means that not one teacher making alumni contact. At least a teacher, for example, a faculty, may have at least 20 students in a year. 20 students in a year with a good contact. If you make it, even if you make five per year, okay, 5 per year, and that 5 per year, if you're working for more than 10 years, you can get more than 50 people, 50 students. Okay, of course these students are these students are being into the alumni. It means that they are into the alumni. So now what the problem is that a teacher needs a publication, and that publication, as I said previously, the publication should be from the this is one more part, that is one more part where we do some very big mistake is that publication is only that you outsource it. Of course, outsourcing is not a bad thing. Of course, all the universities are outsourcing. If you go to mtutor.com, a site called, they're outsourcing the PPT for the faculty members. For foreign universities, the PPTs are done by the companies and that is a very important thing, And of course, outsourcing is not a thing, but what you have to outsource, how to take the outsource is very important. Even if you're asked to do some project from DST department, you're outsourcing to some people. You're just taking JRF from outside and you're asking to do work on the project. This is how the source goes. But still, people doesn't know how to utilize the outsource. Okay, and that makes a very big problem. The understanding is required on that part. That will be clarified, and then I'll bring it to alumni. Now, when you want to know the publication, normally what the publication is done, people think that publication is changing the algorithm. You change your algorithm. That is what they think it, and they publish it, and somehow they publish it and they just get it, and they think in that way. And now this is the wrong approach. Actually, a publication should be based on industrial problem. A publication should be an industrial problem. This is the wrong approach. And when you talk about this publication, the publication has to be for industry problem. Now here starts a very big question. How can I go for industry problem? Because I'm sitting in the classroom, how can I have an industry problem? That is a very beautiful link is there, your alumni. If you have a contact with alumni, and if you just have just inquire about this, what is the area of work nature, okay, the problem, you can get it from alumni, okay, and then you can go for the publication. This is how you can make it. See how alumni can help you for doing your research, and he may also have a contact with the people who are working in that area, and he can give introduction, he can upgrade our knowledge. And this is a very important aspect, but we are not having the touch with the alumni. Of course, really once we are giving some food, and they are also not having the contact, because the very two thing, practically speaking, why alumni and teachers are not having contact, the days they are in the campus, they expect something, but they are being given something. That is very important thing. When the alumni are being given what they expect, it means that what is that they are expecting is that a very simple expectation the teacher has to give, and is that when there is a problem, if you take any project when they are in the college, as a student, not as an alumni, if they are in the college, if they ask about the project, if we don't know about the project, if you're not having experience, we can sit with them, and you can ask them to work along with them. You just encourage them. That is enough. You doesn't need any sort of experience to handle them. You can just sit with them. By that time, we show some because we have a lot of pressure, and that has been shown to them in a different angle. We just question them in a not unhealthy way. They like questions, but not in an unhealthy manner. Is that they have to sit along with them, and you can ask them, you can do this, I'll do this, I'll do a part of this, and you do it a part of this, and that becomes a knowledge sharing center. You get a lot of information. Of course, it's a very what I can say, hard to take this concept, because if you do this, you have more money in your pocket. That I'm giving as a honey to you. If you have a good contact and rapport with the alumni, you get a very good money from them. Okay, very good money. I'll bring you to that part, and that money will be generated through the startup. That is how I am linking. Not that not that I'm just asking to do in a different way, because don't think that why he's talking about this thing. Please try to think in a different angle. Don't try to put it in a different way, because I've seen many people previously, people who are not able to work on people never work on Python. Many teachers from South India and North India, they are working in Python. I'm very shocked to see this. Those who are not able to do this before COVID, they were not able to understand how to install. They are working in Python and they understand that. See, at least one teacher will listen to this, and you can get a lot of benefits. That is a very good place where you have a lot of brains, and how to generate with those brains is very important. That we can do it. So when you talk about here now the expertise, because the contact between the alumni and the student is failed, because say we don't have a collaborative research. It means that the research is totally based on individual research, and he's taking some title and he's doing in turn. Now we can give one title. When there is a presentation, you can lead them in such a way that you do like this. This is how you have to do, and you present like this. In that way, you become a collaborative researcher. Not that you are trying to ask him to bring it. That part you make it, you get a very strong alumni. Your alumni are very strong. Okay, say I have a lot of very big alumni. And my experience is that I have more than 14 to 15 years of experience. Now I'm trying to get this alumni. I'm just creating a model of this alumni, and I'm just doing some sort of ethical work. It is a very beautiful work. It is an enjoyable one. I think my alumni, I have more than 150 people working only in Robert Bosch. Say Robert Bosch, because I teach embedded system. I was very happy. One day I was just taking what I can say. I was just taking. I was just taking. I was just taking. I was just taking what I can say, embedded system, and I was taking a survey, because one student who got into that alumni, events for alumni, and the name was referred by me as a teacher, and he got the job. And then I was really shocked. How come in Robert Bosch people are known? Then we took a survey on that part, and I think more than 20 years of experience, as a company employee, and then as a teacher, I have contact with the students. Alumni is not that from the institution. If you do good thing for the student, through the teaching, he becomes alumni. I think I have taken a very big survey, and we had a very big survey on the Facebook. How many people are there trained in my under my supervision? I think more than 150 there in Robert Bosch. I really was shocking that some people are working in image processing, and some people, it's a very beautiful thing. When I made everything, I was very happy, because till now, then myself was also doing the same mistake. I was not having a contact. Now, this contact you can make a startup. Okay, then this can make up for what I can say, one side of entrepreneurship. That is how we make it. Okay, and a very important thing is that a very important thing is that when you talk about this, how can you make alumni? That is a very important thing. I'll just go back. Alumni. What are the things you can take it from the alumni? That is very important. Okay, alumni is that alumni is the place where you can have the industry knowledge, because each person will be in different industry knowledge. Okay, and you may get the contact of the people who can support you for technical development. Okay, and then and a very important thing is that you can go for the startup. Okay, and how these things are happening, how it has been related. See, before getting into the knowledge, how this has to go to the startup. See, very simple. Knowledge, okay, industry knowledge, you're getting from the alumni, okay. You're getting it from the alumni. And I think I make it a very simple statement, abbreviation. Please try to note down. This is an industry knowledge. See, these industry knowledge, okay. 1 second, please. I'll just take some water. Hello, I think I'll back now. Say I'm just going for industrial knowledge. See, from this industrial knowledge, you can identify the problems. Okay, you can identify the problem. That problem, you can go for the publications. This is how you can do publication. You can go for the publications. You can go for the publication, because the only industrial problem you can able to accept very clearly in the publications. So these industry problems, these problems are industry based problems. This is a very important thing. This is a very important thing. Industry problem. Then you go for publications. Okay. Now what happens? When you go for publications, this will be published, and you know that if the publication is worthy for making a patent, you can make a patent. Okay, you can make a patent. Then when you go for the patent, when you go for the patent, it becomes your own idea. Your own idea. Okay, and then this idea, it goes for your own idea. Now, if your idea can able to bring as a product, okay, when you go for a product, okay, a product, and this product, okay, this product, this product can give a startup, That is very important. Now, this is how the startup comes, because people think that when you do the startup, okay, when you do the startup, they think that a startup is different. This one is different. Entrepreneur is different. That is not depending to me. You're bringing a lot of third party. Since we don't have contact as a alumni, this publication, this publication problem will be done by the faculty members. It means that the faculty members, now these faculty members, very important thing is that these faculty members needs to know that the other part is that the placement. That is also very important thing, placement. Okay, actually in previous years, 10 years, 20 years before, a faculty will be the placement officer. Faculty only will be the placement officer, and faculty only will be the placement officer. And this faculty only the placement officer. Placement officer, it's a post. It is given like a principal designation. But nowadays, this has been done by an HR, who doesn't have any sort of idea, and who doesn't know any sort of about engineering. He doesn't know about engineering, and he doesn't know about the technicality of the company. Okay, technical what I can say, aspects of the company, and but still he becomes just like a mediator, and third party mediator. You just go and ask the people. He may not able to bring it. Why this was been given as a placement officer and a faculty is in charge? When a faculty is in charge in the placement, he knows what is the trend. What is the trend? And now, if you know the trend, you will also share the knowledge, industry knowledge, and to the alumni. And you can also share this knowledge, because knowledge, alumni is also how the alumni is a student. This knowledge you can share with your industry person, and this placement will be given to your student in the classroom. This will be there in the classroom. I think this will be in the classroom. And alumni you can give it. I think you can able to see this model how it goes. So this is how you can make the things very strength. But still we are leaving this. That is the problem. That is the problem. And that is a very big problem. We are not into the placement. We don't have contact with the company. We don't know what is the reality. We are being kept like what I can say in a wall where we do certain things. But namesake, we are the in charge for these things. Of course, I don't know how it takes in the other department. But still, what happens, you see very beautiful thing. If you have these contacts, company people will have a huge fund, because alumni will have a huge fund. Alumni will have a huge fund, and if a teacher can make a product, the fund for this, funding, you can get it from your alumni. So I can give a very small example. These alumni, there is one center in Anna University. I don't know how many people went to Anna University, MIT campus. You would understand AUKBC. AUKBC. Okay, AUKBC. So this AUKBC is having more crores and crores of money. KB Chandrasekhar, I think so. He is the person who is having a company in USA, and he funds a lot of money here. Money in crores, and many faculty members are member in that part, and they generate their money. And when you bring the third party, the company, third party people into the office or a college, what happens? These people will have a very good rapport with these teachers, and then their financial aspects will be taken care, because some colleges, I'm very frank, if there is any fund that is not been properly utilized, okay, that becomes a very big problem. And that becomes a very big problem, and that can be avoided when you bring a company to the college. Okay, you take a company and they cannot able to take it. And if this company is being sought out, if institution says that no, we want to dominate them, or we want to follow, or he has to follow our rules, if that is the case, you can just leave it off. You can start a company in any other place. You can start your company in your own home also. Nothing is there, because the contact and finance, you get it from the alumni. Because alumni also will have a lot of interest, because they want to start a company, they know the knowledge, but they don't have any gap, and they don't have any organized or authenticated people to start up with this, and that becomes a very issue for them. Now this context comes here, and that is a very important thing. See, how many teachers have done like this? Now one more question. I made it AUKBC. I don't know how many people have went to one place. It is called IIT Tech Park. IIT Madras Tech Park. See, all the companies are run by alumni, guided by professors. Okay, professors, and then alumni and professors. Tech parks are run by alumni and professors. Okay, Tech Park, and this has been run by one more student. It means that current student who is unemployed. I don't know how many people are aware about it. See, I'll give one small example. We say that teaching is not a good part. I'll give one company. I'll just show you one company. I think so. I'll just show you. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
yes. Because I want to give a practical example, I never want to put it in the PPT. I'm very sorry to this, because, PPT, I hate this PPT, because one time I do it, and second I want to repeat it. Nothing is there to prepare myself. So I'll leave this. See, now, this is a very, very good institution, and there's one company, and you can see this company, and they do that, what I can say, teaching in this. It's all in IITM Research Park. All IITM Research Park. So this is don't think that only IIT can do that. Here IITians are not doing anything. Only students are doing. Because I went to this institution. It's a floored, what I can say, research park, and all the teachers. You can see startups, R&D projects, and all students are doing. Only teachers are just sitting with them. Okay, just they have the contact. They connect the people. That's it. See, you can inquire about R&D center. You have a lot of things. How many people are connected. Only what I can say, a major connectivity, okay, was being done by this research park, and this was able to make. But don't worry that I am from see, such a huge building you would have not seen. I think you can see this is a very big, huge building, and then I think nearly one building, entire building in this tech park, one entire building is totally for parking. See, I think you can see lakhs and lakhs of vehicle. I think this building, I think so. And this building, what I'm showing here, this building is only for parking. Okay, and it has been connected to building, and this is what the thing has been happened. I think it's in backside of Velachery, Velachery IIT road. This is only because of this. So it's, see, a lot of people are coming. Do you think Ronald Reason came and met a a professor? No. How come professor? It's all because alumni placements and student contact. If you use your student contact, that's a very beautiful thing, and we maintain the contact. That is a very beautiful thing. You can generate the money. See, and we maintain the contact. That is a very beautiful thing. You can generate the money. See, this is how I can say a lot of companies, who do this type of work. You can see a lot of testing companies, because I went for some company in that particular area. I think I've seen some, because I was into emission vision and image processing. I've seen some companies there, and that company were really doing something with. What I can say, see, you can set up an R&D center, and you can make an incubation and all those things. When I was doing some with NDT technology, non-destructive technology, I went there. I've seen that companies are there, and I was really see. I went each and every area of this company, and a lot of small companies, they started, and even IIT alumni also started. I don't know how many people have heard about IIT Pulse India. Pulse India, Pulse IITM. These alumni, after seeing this IITM, they started this Pulse. Pulse IIT alumni inauguration. Okay, of course, this was started about 8-7 years before, when alumni were able to understand that there is a space for students, and this has been created. Okay, alumni and corporate relationship. This is how they made the Pulse. 2016 and 17, they started the Pulse. I don't know, many colleges are also into this Pulse. Of course, they generate huge money, and they do as a service. Very old people, and after getting retirement, and they come here and they do this. So, see, all institution, don't think that what I can say, it cannot be done in any self-financing college. Only thing, how to handle the things is very important. How to handle this thing is very important. Okay, and of course, we are not in touch with the student. That is the problem, and we have a problem that, when I was talking to one IIT professor, and he says very clearly, because he goes for many he goes for many presentations. That presentations are totally based on, and what I can say, the presentation is based on, and what I can say, the presentation say. The presentation is for through NAC, and they interact with the students, and he says very clearly what is the drawback of the now teaching fellow is that teaching professors is that they don't have rapport, and the students are lethargic, because they expect something, but what is given by the faculty members, is different, because we still go on old approach. Is mean that, we are still in a different way, because what he thinks, in a different way. I can make it a very simple thing. A 9th standard student in CBSE is now learning AI. Now, when you go for a 12th standard, he's coming out with Python. Now, if you teach the same Python engineering college, he'll be fed up. Who will listen? Now, same thing. If you come to my class now, previously if I taken the PPT, and the same PPT if I run, then you will be irritated. No, that should be different, and you have to plan for this. I was just planning. I don't know how to make this as a PPT, because the way I want to present is that, my experience, not that the way what is there in the textbook to be copied and yet put. And I think many people would have liked it, because they would have thought that something in a different way. We think that for doing the research, normally I have seen it for research. When you want to do some publication, I have seen it. Many go for per head 3,000 rupees. Okay, 3,000 rupees per head, and you give what I can say, 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh for writing a paper or something like that, 1.5 lakhs or something like that. See, these are the collapsing thing. See, I know that even people, I have seen some people who doesn't know how to apply the journals. I've seen the many faculties. That has become a business for one more teacher. That is a very wrong thing. A teacher, okay, a faculty who doesn't know how to do the papers application says that I don't have time publication, and that has been outsourced. That has been outsourced. So when that has become a business, and who does the business? Once again, the faculty. The only environment where faculty kills the faculty is the teaching. Only the employee kills the employee. If you go to any company, the programmer or the developer section will be there, and HR, he'll be an NBA person. Both will have the fight. He will kill this fellow, that fellow will have a competition. This is how they do it. And you have salesperson, then you have marketing person. See, these people will have interaction, and that is different because he is not in the same. Because a programmer will not try to collapse the project, but HR will kill because he is having ego with some other leaders. This is how but the faculty, the faculty itself, faculty is doing like this. If you see this, who is doing this work? Once again, the faculty is doing this work. Who makes the contact with that? 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 Who makes the contact with the what I can say? Who makes the contact with the journal editor, and he goes to some presentation, foreign presentation, and he gets the contact of the editor, and he tries to bribe the thing, and once again teacher is there. See, and now you can put one more question is that in this scenario, how can I handle the things? See, if you go to foreign universities, a faculty, okay, PPTs will be done by companies. There are a lot of companies, M-Tutor or something like that. Okay, and I can give a lot of companies, they do it. But still, what the material has to be given, faculty will give it. Not that he will ask the material to give. He'll give the material. Content will be given by him. And that content will be only made as a PPT. Not that PPT itself they have to bring and give it. There they have that check. Similar way, a faculty, if he gets a problem, he takes the resource outside, outsources the resource. See, resourcing is that he takes the knowledge from them. Okay, outsourcing the resources, a project, JRF or something like that. He tries to grab the information, and that has been left out here. Even if you go for writing, in abroad industries, writing, when you write some paper, you just write your first paper, that will not be at the level of publication, that will be not like the level of your publication. So they go for writing companies, for example, it is called American Journal Editors. These are the very big company, done by even IEEE papers also is going to this particular companies. So you can outsource this. But what the thing is that, entire thing, keeping our knowledge blank. And this is a very important thing, that is, I have seen it. Nowadays, I see lot of people. I have seen even some reputed institution professors are also doing this. I never want to name this. It's a India's premier institute. Premier institute professors also trying to do that. It means that, I think India's premier institute, that what is the India's first best institution. Even in that also people are there. I'm really shocked to this. I'm really shocked. They are collapsing the system. They're collapsing the system. A faculty, okay, how to make this? A faculty should gain the knowledge. Okay, then you outsource it. That is the thing. Now, for example, you get an alumni and you get the problem. You listen. You're not going to take the paper. Nothing like that. You're just asking what is the problem. Then you ask the faculty. You take that knowledge. Then that has to be given to the students. Okay, then it can be outsourced. This is what I need, this is what I can do it. Even that is enough to make you fun generating, because the entire thing. You will be like an architect. Architect designs the everything, never builds. He gets the information, he puts in a different way. When you talk about industry, you will be called as architect. Architect is that, what he will do, he will not have any programming knowledge. He knows only thing, for example, if I want to make a building, how an architect will be there, our architect is different. Okay, that is different. They are design architectures. Here the architect in industry and electronics, they call it as, if I want to have a building, what he will do, he'll just say which area is good, and he'll say the area, and he'll say that which people can able to build it, and he'll give the details, and then where you want to go for EB line and all those things he'll give. He'll just keep a very big beautiful connectivity, and below him some people will be there. They'll be working. They are the project associates and project managers, and you have every fellow at the back. And these fellows will work out here and they bring it in a beautiful way. The architect knows only to make the structure. He makes the scenario. First this has to be done, second this has to be done, third has been, then he compiles everything. Similar way, as a faculty, you can become an architect. Okay, you can take the information from the students and alumni, and then you can give it to the present students. You bring out a idea, a product. Okay, then you can go for the startup. I think you can understand how you can link out. I think you can able to get a very beautiful idea, and in that the contact is very important. Contact is very important, and that contact really should be healthy contact. Healthy contact. That contact, you want to select the choosy contact is very important. I've seen many people, see, if you go to IIT Madras, you can get a lot of contacts, but we are not able to get it because we don't have relation. That is what the thing. Because the company contact is different, faculty relation contact is different, and
Sir? R Shanker, sir?
hello.
Sir.
Yes.
Your presentation is
Hello, audible, sir. Mr. Audible.
No. Audible.
You're not able to see your screen, sir.
Clean.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now is it visible?
Yes, it's coming, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. See, when you talk about this, anyway, whenever there is a problem, because I'm using two platforms. Google doesn't have what I can say mirroring technique. It means that if you have a studio, everything will be collapsed. It will be just reverse. When you go for this, what I can say, your Zoom, we have an option called connecting our studio in mirror angle. Okay, and that is what I'm using. So anyway, please, whenever there is an issue in that screen sharing, you just inform me, because two apps are overlapping. Sometimes this happens. Okay.
Sure.
This is how you have to make the faculty. How the faculty? Why the company people? What is the company people are expecting from the faculty? Is that skill based relation. That is very important, because say if I am a teacher. Okay, I am a teacher. I won't like how to connect with the people who's not to my area. I'll be interested in publication. I'll be interested in teaching. I'll be interested only in these things. I'll not be interested in fashion. And how we can talk with the person who is not related to that area. And similar way, how the faculty and alumni relation should be like this. I have an experience. I can just share it. When I have a when I have a relation, faculty and what I can say, when I have a faculty and alumni or a student relationship, is that it should be technical. It means that last time you just said that there is a problem now, and that problem is being solved here. I tried it. In that way, I tried it. I have a problem. Can you help me? That way, you put it. He'll be very much into in that part. Okay, but we never do that. That is a problem. Okay, it is not a problem. I'll just show you one example and a recent example. I'll just give as a teacher. You'll be very much shocked about it. See, there is one software called AutoSAR. Okay, AutoSAR is a software. I doesn't know about the AutoSAR. Okay, then this AutoSAR is a software I have heard from an alumni. I had heard from the alumni. Then what I did, I programmed through MATLAB. I just tried it, programmed with the MATLAB. Then I put a question to that fellow. He was very happy to see this. Sir, I was working the AutoSAR in a different software. You are doing some this way. Sir, we'll do like this. Shall you do? Because he's 24 hours working in this area. And one more thing, what he asked, no, sir, if you can train some people in that, I can take those students in my through my HR. Why? Because why? Because we need a good person and a well-known person, and if he has trained from your side, I'll be very happy to intake, because the fellow who was given to me below a lot of problem, I can throw them to other projects. I can take the fellow you are referring. Now you got your referral bonus here as a teacher, and the bonus is not for showing the hands. You work on that, you train on that particular person. Even doesn't need that you want to become a very good programmer. You ask them, sit with the laptop, hey, you just do it. That type of relation you have to bring it. And of course, this relation, if you bring it, you have to be you cannot make those people you have to teach the people by technical, not by teaching the student in a different angle. No, even I want to share my own experience with the what I can say what I can say with this Panimala student. I was given some projects. I think I don't know, Professor Arun only, I think I has given one beautiful project. I can still remember it. Sound traveling through flesh. Okay, sound can travel to the flesh. I believe Professor has given, but really they have used some antenna. Base paper was in antenna, and now we were working on that part. And this is the project. Not like any kit and everything. The fellow who came, he is from industry background. He's working in some electronics industry. It means his father is in having electronics company. He came with me. He was just asking me how to do. I just given the materials. He did it. He did it with the help of professor there. I think so. I believe. I think I suppose that Professor Arun can remember this. So these type of projects has to be given. I think I want to notify one more project which I have done here is that recently I think Professor Chitra Madam has given it. I was having a very good contact with Professor Chitra. Of course, though she is very busy. When we discuss, we take only 5-2 minutes. She was asking something which is inside. I want to identify a steel box which is inside has to be identified. Concealed item. Even in scans, you may get the only iron item, not the chemical. And we did it with thermal imaging. We was really shocking, how these results will come. Madam, we have this paper, this is what we are trying to do. And she has given a very beautiful chance. But try it, sir. If not, so we'll try to put it in the other angle. And that confidence was given to us, and we were able to do that very successfully. If you close a material, if you put some, what I can say, salt in a bottle, in a steel bottle, without opening that, I can say that this is the salt. Without opening that, food flavor was there. We did it, but of course we were not able to take this into the product and into the pattern, because the same projects are not been continued. That is one more drawback available. If I want to have a startup, startup is that startup is that a novel problem. But what is the problem is that with the one more thing is that though the institution like Panimala was able to give a very, very beautiful projects, we collaborate and we suggest it, because we are into the R&D, because we are 24 hours. See, they give the idea, and that is the beauty. We need that. Okay, and we need that. Whenever I think one project we did it, I think Professor Prem was giving to me. Still, I remember it was able to get some. What I can say, prizes from Bangalore. I think it was 7th or 3rd, because we didn't have any report, final finishing, but it has not been continued. That is a very big issue. If you continue that, then if you make a final product, it will not come as a product. See, the sound Ardena project, but till this is a real experience. Not that I'm blaming the institution. It's not like, see, where we faced, because all are from particular institution, you can understand this. See, the second batch has to be followed. The same batch has to follow, and then you have to make as a product. Now, when it becomes a beautiful product, you can go for the startup and you can go for the marketing. This is how a startup has to start. We did it in image processing, concealing items. That is a very big issue, because in ISRO there is one project is required, is that the steel, you just make it. It's not a very big project. Steel expansion, the material expansion. Okay, material expands to the heat, and that expansion to be measured through image processing. Stress and strain of material. Okay, has to be identified with image processing. This is a very big important thing, where this is required for all industries. When we make some vehicle, they go and dash it, they doesn't know how to check it out. And these are the things are happening. I think you understand very clearly and very beautifully, and I believe that you understand how we can make the generation, how you can make your funding, how you can make the contacts. But of course, we don't have good contact. That is a problem. See, nowadays we have a lot of social medias. So social medias. See how professors in abroad they maintain the contact. That I'll just show you how the professors are making the contact. See, previously what happens, journals, what they'll do, they publish. I'll just take one IEEE standard journal, IEEE census journal. And previously they used to publish, then it will go for hard copy. Okay, that's it. The authors are not connected to the IEEE censor. Though they publish or they may not publish, but still there ends their process. When it is published, then no relation between the author and then your editor. Editor needs the contact of this author. So what he makes a Facebook account for only for the people who publish here. See, now the knowledge has been shared. See, this is how we can make it. Even you can create your own alumni apps. Okay, and don't go for Telegram, don't go for WhatsApp. That is very important. WhatsApp, don't go for WhatsApp. Okay, don't go for WhatsApp, and you can go for Telegram, because in Telegram there are a lot of features, and you can have your MCQ there, where you cannot do it in WhatsApp. I think you can see some content developments can be done for in Telegram, and it's a very beautiful app. And you can play, you can design, you can put a lot of things there, and that comes under the digital marketing. But I never want to go into that. You create a Telegram group, and you connect your own alumni. You create your own alumni group. That gives a very big strength. Okay, that gives a very big strength. That has been left out here. That is a big issue. I've seen now. I'll say one particular scenario which happened in one college. A teacher. Okay, a teacher was there in the campus, very what I can say, near to Chennai, and now because of COVID lockdown. Okay, and he was not able to do some what I can say fund generation, and alumni has given 10 to 20 lakhs to install a water plant, and now it has been started in Tiruvallur. Okay, and I have seen it recently. A good contact, an alumni got a plant where he is from civil engineer. He's a civil engineer teacher, because no constructions are there, no teaching, he runs a business now. Now the people from civil engineering who has completed, they are the employees for this plant. Now it's a very good business. Now it's running successful in Tiruvallur. So like this, you can see lot of things are there, and try to have a very good contact. Just posting a message will make a very good contact. Of course, there will be issues, but still, even you would have lost many people. I don't know how many people will have in a contact touch with them, saying hello, I'm there, and that is very important. If you have that because we have college-wise contact, but individual teaching-wise, maybe some people will have alumni association contacts or alumni numbers. I don't know, but still, teacher individually, if you have your own alumni, that is very good. That makes you very, very big difference. See now how this has been made. Alumni, okay, alumni, and then problem. Okay, they give the industry problem. It can go for publication. Okay, publication, and this publication goes for continuous working that area, many years, 2 years or 3 years. Then you go for the product, and that product, okay, that product goes for the startup. What do you mean by startup now? Startup is that some novel idea where you cannot where nobody has looked into that, and that novel idea has to be made as a startup. And the very important thing is, when you go for the startup, you have to see the financial constraint there, whether this product can able to meet how much revenue I can make. If that is the case, you can go for the startup. See, I think you can able to connect the startup, alumni, and then publication. There you have your NAC, you have your rating, and if at all you want for startup funding, don't worry, don't depend on the college. You can see this startup from the alumni also. Okay, that is very important. That is very very important. Okay. I think you got a very clear idea how you are making your existing facilities available in the campus. But the still is that the technical contact is very important, not that formal contact is required. The technical contact is that whenever an alumni is there, you never want to ask how many children you have or how are you working, what is your salary. In turn, what is the product, what you are doing, what is the problem you are facing, how many people are there in your company, and where you find a flaw, what is the difficulty, and he'll give lot of information. He can give a lot of information that you can take it as a publication, then you can do it as a project. A very important thing is that contact with alumni, and here when you do some publication, you involve some students, and that student publication has to be repeated for 2 year, third year, or 4 year. It means that that particular same project has to be continued, and that is what the reason IIT Madras was able to get this particular funding. See, if this institution is not providing a place for a startup, you can put it in a home and you can start it. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. Who's going to ask? Who is going to ask? Once again, your ex-students who is not getting the students, current students, and students who are not who are not able to get a job, he can become an employee. You will also get a very good exposure about your product. You know very well, and you can do it. Nothing is there. Even now, even now, this infrastructure facility is also not required, because if you do go for work from home. See, some products you can do it from work from home, because in electronics, I don't find like this. No, nothing. If you are in mechanical or if you are in civil, even civil mechanical, they do something with the design, and doesn't require any place. There are even if you want to have you have office places, rental office spaces are there. Rental office spaces are there. It means that rental office on hourly basis. Hourly basis. So these things are there in Chennai itself. You go to T Nagar, there is hourly basis office. You can buy some tokens. Okay, it means that 20 tokens, and per token it will be 100 rupees, something like that. When some delegates are coming, you can give that particular office address. People will come to that. They'll just give one token when you attend 1 hour meeting. If you want 2 hours, you can have 2 hours. There you have all projected and all those things. See, the systems and facilities are lot of available, but still we want to change our way of approach. Not that we are back, not that we are not aware about the things, but still the way we are going to look into that, different thing is required. It means that the way you put it, the way you put your things in a different way is needed, not the traditional way. Not that teachers are not eligible. We are eligible, but the sources which is lying around you is had to be materialized. Had to be made as a materialized. You want to make something in a form of a product, and that is with us. That is with us. Any doubts? Any queries? Any queries? Anybody? I think 38 people are attending.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, actually, regarding EC department, any idea, sir?
In which area you required?
Um, that's actually area, sir.
Which field you want? What you are asking for, research problem, or you are going to ask something about which area you can select? Because you are thinking, you are motivated that I want to do something. So you select your area. Which area is good? I'll give the company name. I'll give the company name. You can say you can have the student there, and you can get the information.
IoT, sir.
IoT. Okay. Now you can go for a company called Future Forms.
Future Forms.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Future Forms. I think you can able to see my.
Yes, sir.
Which college? You are from which college, professor?
Sir, Muhammad Satak AJ College of Engineering, sir.
Very good. Kilakare.
No, sir. Chennai also the sister concern.
Yeah, sister concern.
Sipcot is.
Okay. So this is the Future Form where they use their technology, form designing technology. farm operations. You can make an IoT technology. See, they have a lot of products. They have IoT technology, and this is a very beautiful thing. They are coming out. You go there, you can get it. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you can get it. You can get it. This is very near to you, Thorapakam only. And
Okay, sir.
there they're using. See, when you have this type of, see, I have to cultivate some product in my home, because still we are not aware that genetically modified food, we are very lagging. We are only know about organic food, but of
Okay.
course organic has gone away. Now genetically modified food, non-genetically modified food is required. It means that the food has not been have any chemical content in the seeding itself. It is
Okay.
called non-genetical modifying food. We have organic shops. You will have
Yes.
one more shops later on. It is called what I can say, non-genetical modified food items. Okay. In that way, they are trying to bring out. This is a very beautiful farming. You can keep your cultivation in the tubes. Okay, this is called hydroponics. Okay, and you can keep this in. I think you can able to see this very clearly. I'll just make the photo. Okay, I'll just show you. See, this is what the farming. I think you can see this farming. See, this is what the farming.
Okay, sir.
Say this is Hyderabad, Telangana. In their home, they are cultivating this. Year after, you never believe the people who sell that. You can make your greens, tomatoes, brinjal, this farming. You never want to pour the water. It is just like what I can say, a fish tank. Okay, a fish tank. In that fish tank, you will cultivate your food, and you want to only pluck. Whenever there is a chemical degradation or in the water content or the plant is having, immediately it will send a message to your phone. There they use their IoT technology, because they'll have pH sensor, they'll have the water flow sensors. Nothing you want to do. Just you want to install it in your home. It will automatically grow, because there are a lot of problem. When you go for any planting, you want to keep a note on that plant, putting the water, cleaning, and all those things are there. Nothing is required for this type of system. I think he's an engineer from electronics, and he started this. I think he's there. I think we have conducted one seminar with this. I believe so. I believe so. We have conducted one seminar in Funimula itself. This is a very beautiful technology. We can use it, and you can see this. You can use your image processing also here as a startup. They are using only pH. I'll give one problem. There is a pH. In turn, you take your old mobile phone, you just keep it over the region where it is growing. Now you take the images of that, you just do some analysis and you instruct them. And that you do it, it make it in you can make it in an IoT environment. Of course, in IoT, ThingsFix is totally free of cost. You can install that ThingsFix and you can do that. Even an old mobile which you have your iPhone or smartphone, you can convert that smartphone into camera, IP camera. You're just throwing out, you're just selling out for 100 that camera. Okay, that camera you can use it and you can make it as a vision based hydroponic system. Nobody has done vision based hydroponic system, and that you can develop, and then that becomes the startup, because this quality can able to bring out only this environment. I'll just make it in this way. I'll just show you this and how this is working. Now they have the plant in a tube, a normal bore pipe. Okay, there you'll have a plant. They'll erect it. If you ask them, they'll erect it. Okay, and this will be flowing water in a bucket, pumped out. It will be there. It will be coming here. It will be keep on pumping. No way you need to go for watering. The thing is, the water chemical content based on pH sensor, based upon the root, they have some sensors. You will have an IoT mobile app. It will show you what is the growth rate of this plant. But still, there is not a vision camera where the insects at the initial stage. What happens, that can be detected. Just to keep in your room or mobile phone, just keep it, because you just charge it in a room, just keep it as a camera, mobile camera. Now this camera can be connected with your smartphone, a old smartphone. A new smartphone can kept as a source for IoT, and then you can analyze it. Okay, now this is what called as IoT, industrial. I think now it is coming industrial IoT environment 4 or something like that. They're giving a new name. I'll just show that and you'll get an idea. IIoT. Okay. IIoT is a new environment. The people are coming out with industry-based Internet of Things. Okay, IIoT. And now this is what the definition is given, industrial internet of things. This internet thing is industry based, because agriculture is going to become as an industry. Okay, it is going to become an industry, and this industry is going to make these type of product. Okay, any other thing, any doubt, anything has to be discussed? Because keep on discussing is different, keep on presenting is different. I feel that your interaction is really required. Anything has to be discussed? Professor Jayanti Elumalai, I think, did you got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, the thing is, do you want to approach in person, sir, for future forms, or can communicate?
I have given the idea. You can start your feature form. It's not a very big thing.
Mm.
How to start, because
Okay.
no need. You can go to Amazon.
Mm.
Amazon. You can go for hydroponic gardening system.
Okay, sir.
You can buy this. It's very low cost. See,
Okay.
they are ready made.
Okay, sir.
Okay, they are ready made. You can see this. You get it in from Amazon itself.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you buy this. Now you ask a student to do the project.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, see, this is only 950 PVC gardening. See, once you buy it, you'll get a very good idea. This is a very small plantation. See, very beautiful plantation. You can put it in this. Of course, when you buy something, and this particular one, you can get it in your shop and you can do it. Once you see this, you will not buy it. Just buy it one thing, one set, then
Okay.
you understand how to make it, how to do it. Very simple. And you just take a water pipe. I think these closures you will get it. You take a tumbler, okay, plastic tumbler, cut it, put it inside. In that tumbler, you have to cut it. How you can do it? No, you can do in this. I'll just share my studio, then I'll let you know how to do this.
Yes, sir.
How to start a project, startup. See, participants, I'm expecting that you have to put the questions, see how professor is doing. It's very good. So you'll get a lot of idea. Instead of just listening and taking a certificate, that will not work out. I think so. I believe so. And see, I'll teach you how to start this. Now, if you go to, you can ask the student. You can go to any bore shops, hardware shops. You can ask them to give the pipe, small pipe, bore pipes. Okay, in the pipes, you can get the cap. You can put your cap. Now, in this, you have to make a cut. For this cutting, you have one drill machine. It comes around 250 or 350 for this cutting. Drilling machine blade will be there. You can cut. You can put a hole here, so it becomes like this. Okay, it becomes like this from the top. Now you want to put a glass inside. In this glass, how the glass should be, a plastic glass. Okay, you can cut the glass. Because some hole should be there. Now you have to put your cut the glass, some hole. These are the holes. You can put your the same hardware shop. You can get some stones. You put it in the bore. You have to put a stone and you have to insert it here. Now the water will be flowing inside. That is a very simple thing. Now keep it in your home. You do your cultivation. You just take your fish tank, the water pumping system. You can recycle it, because the fish tank recycling can be applied. Of course, fish tank motor is around 250 or 600. Now that's enough. Now you start your image processing. Then if the product is good, then you can able to make our own vision system startup. Okay, industrial startup. Nobody is doing this because
Any particular videos, sir, for references?
say research doesn't have any video. Ideas will be there.
Yeah, idea or anything else. Like you said, fish tank now, sir. This is the first
You
time.
can you can take my number. You can contact me. Then it will be very useful. I think so.
Yes, the number.
Okay.
Yes,
You can take my number,
yes, sir.
and it is. I'll just show you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, and you can put it in. You just contact me in WhatsApp, which I
Okay, sir.
prefer, because I continuously take classes from morning to
Okay, sir.
evening.
Perfect, sir.
Okay, and the free hours is totally different for me. I don't have free hours. I start working from morning 4 o'clock. Then it ends up to 10 o'clock continuous classes, discussions, and I have a lot of industry people in touch, consulting. I do also research. I do professors are also taking classes from me for online writing and publications, and then patent drafting, funding. Some people come for funding also, how to make funding. When you sometimes because you may not get idea, you can take like this. If you go to the company directly without doing this, you will not have a very good link, because the company people never want to waste their time, because every minute is time. So whenever I talk to one person, and how much I'm just going to gain in a monetary benefit, that is how they look it. Not just like that I am trying, sir, I'm doing, not like that. Even after doing this, you go to feature phone, sir, I did it like this, I got like this, I tried like this. This way you put it, they'll get a good reflection. Contact will develop. Technical contact is required. Not that you cannot rely them on the start, and he'll think that one day they will come, 2 days they will come, third day they will not be there. This is how the teachers will be there. That bad impression should not come. You try to start something, do something, then you approach. The same thing you have to do with the alumni. If alumni gives some idea, you try to start, learn something. Don't try to go there with a zero hands. At least you try to see something, not video. Try to practice something. You can ask some people to start, and you listen that, you see that, then you can put that, then you'll get a good contact. That is what I said in my discussion. How to make the alumni contact. Okay.
Sure.
Any other, because any other people you want any startup ideas, we'll give it. Sometimes taking the class continuously will not work out, because if we initiate, I thank Jayanti, Elmalai, I think so. Our sessions will be very beautiful. Whenever you get a chance, you attend it, because next we are going to talk about funding system, how to get the funding. Because next I think I have 2-3 sessions, because I'm continuously taking class. I want to check my diary when it is there. I don't know, but still, I think they'll give Professor Arun sir. Are you there in the line?
Sir, yes, sir.
When is my next session?
Sir?
When is my next session?
Session, I'll just check out, sir. Must be on Thursday, sir.
Yeah, Thursday. Probably on Thursday we'll have funding, funding allocations and all those things. Anybody want to have more idea about startup? Because just taking a PPT, I don't believe it. It's all waste of time. You just listen, and so I don't know how many people will take it, but I want to extend your things to your implementation part. So any other field you want, you can ask me. Anybody is there? Anybody? Anybody? Anyone? Because I'm just keep this session open. Please.
Sir, it's actually on Friday and Saturday, sir. Friday first session and Saturday first session, sir.
Okay, we'll have Friday and Saturday beautiful session, how to generate money. Now I want to give an idea, startup, not to say same thing, startup. How to get that information, how to collect that. That is what I did it. No, hereafter, the way you look your students and alumni should be in a different way, and that will give a very good relationship. Now, anybody in different area you want? Professor was asking about some ideas. That is how you can take the experience from me, not the PPT, not the content. How to go for the next thing. Any doubt? At least you can put any questions. Even irrelevant questions also I'm ready to accept and answer it. Any?
Sir, and actually sometimes mechanical engineering is best, sometimes electronics engineering is best. So it will be varying dynamically for every year and every time. So once if we planned for one startup, if it is coming for not that is demand is reduced, means how we can manage, sir.
Very good, very good question.
Thank you.
Very excellent question. I didn't. Professor, you are from college?
Sir, from Panimala Institute of Technology.
Very good question. See, I have a very good experience. That is a very big question arising. I'll put it in a very simple way. 5 years before, LCD TV was around 1 lakh. 5-7 years before, I believe. Now same LCD is at 10,000 rupees. See, the cost will come down. Very important. Correct. How to do the business. That is very important thing. And when you talk about these type of aspects, because every time trend is changing, Professor was able to put it in a different way, but she made it in a different way. I can understand her questions very clearly. If something is keep on changing, how to do that? How to do that? And to be very frank here, everybody is trying to change, except few industries. Okay, I'll put it in that way. What are the industries? Education industry. Okay, and then what I can say, the industry like MNCs, they are not ready to go for change. Okay, that is a problem. Why this is coming? Education industry is not trying to accept the change. Very big industry never accept the change. Okay, and that is the reason startups are coming. I think you cannot understand what I'm trying to say. Now I'll give a very, very elaborate experience. See, when I started my company, okay, I did my IP camera. What happens when I was doing something with IP camera? The cost of the camera when I was started was 60,000 rupees one camera. Then I found that the camera is around 60,000 to 25,000 if I make it of my own. Then later on I found that 5,000. So here what happens? We started own company and then market has come down to 2,000. Now there is no any benefit if I use this IP camera manufacturing. What we did, we made that IP camera in a different application. Is that you have the IP camera, but IP camera can able to keep it anywhere, but IP camera cannot work as an intelligent agent. It means that if somebody is trying to trespass, there itself I have to catch, not that recording, then police comes inquiring. So there are some video analytics. We did some video analytics. So when you start something, there you will get some problem. There you will have the growth. Not that you want to keep in the same area. Since we are not starting, we are imagining that if I start it, if I log somewhere, what I'll do. That is a problem. Don't think like that, because it's a human tendency. Even when I start some business, I will also have some problem. But when you start, you can see a lot of problem. I'll give one more example. I started my company. I didn't start my company. I was having my tuition center. I started my tuition center only. My career was started as a tuition center. I started my tuition center. What I did in the tuition center, I was taking for diploma students. Okay, there I slowly started. Then why I started this, because I have a fear of this management. Anytime they'll send us, because private sector, I don't believe on private sector. Still now I don't believe my private sector. If you go to any interview for any, if you call to your college also, not especially your college, not any college. If you call any college, they'll provide the vehicle. But in turn, I'll have a fear. When I'm returning, they may not even give the car. I used to take a very good amount of money. This is how I approach the institutions. Okay. And that is a fear. That fear made to come out in a different way. We have all our fears. We have our commitment, but we are not ready to keep one step forward towards that blocking the fear. We are in a comfort zone. We are in short-term pleasure. That is what the reason we are failing. What I did, I was starting the tuition. Why? Because I know that self-financing, anytime they'll kick out. Okay, and they doesn't know how they'll kick out, or when they get a very good, beautiful thing, and they will try to keep on changing. If some PhD is for 50,000, why I want to go 1 lakh? Even when we start business, also, if something is for 1 lakh, if somebody is giving for 50, we'll go for that. It's not the blame of the system. It is the competition. We have to blame the competition. How to make this competition? Because I initially thought that, when I go for self-financing, this is a problem. Now, if I'm sitting in the management side, I can understand their problem also. Yeah, and so what I did, I started tuition center. Slowly, I was thinking, students are doing project. Why I cannot do the projects? I didn't thought that this was the thing. Even if I started that training centers, there are training centers like very good training centers like Kota, and then you have one company called Win-Win in Mylapore. They have very beautiful. Even the people will not pay the amount for this college. They are paying huge amount. They did a quality work. I think there are example. So then I moved on to my project. Slowly I was buying the project. I don't know how to solve that. As a teacher, I don't know how to solve that. I don't know what to do, where to buy the component, what is the component, nothing. Only thing is the interest. Now, what I did, initially I went to one resisted shop, and I was asking one fellow who is very good. Now, we'll find, when you keep on searching, you'll get some people good. Nothing like that. I went there and I asked them, sir, I'll be an agent, to transfer your kit to my student. That's how I started. First year I was just transporting the kit. I buy it and give it to them. Why I did it? Not for the money. I'll just go and sit to that fellow. I'll see what they are doing, how they are taking, how he is doing, how he did it, and I understand that, oh, this is the way, this is the procedure. And slowly, what I did, I took one student, one of my own student. I said, hey, I'll take your project. I'll do it. You just pay me the money. This is how I started. And he said, okay, sir, I'll pay. And we'll both will work. Okay, we'll both will look. Now he's also having one company. I think he's doing some business in Chennai itself. Very big company. Now it is in crores. I'm very happy to say this. I said, you come along with me, I'll do that. And he said, okay, sir, I'll take a risk. There were more than 180 students, but still one was ready to believe me. And that one now is having a crores of money. He's a billionaire now. And I asked, I'll do it. When he was a student, and he said, we both did it. We did first function generator. It was not working. Very bad situation. So what we did, the same project we continued next time. He was not worried. He was not worried. Somehow we managed to get, but not the accurate result. Then we did excellent function generator. Now we made ourselves to be studied. Okay. See, when you start something, you will get lot of opening, lot of ways. Until you don't start, you will not get it. That is a very important thing. And there you want to have upgradation, because keep on changing. Then there I started electronics product buying, own company, and now and then I went to R&D. Then I went to what I can say. Then I went to many industries as a consultant. Now I'm a consultant for Godrej Solutions, Ambattur. I'm the consultant for based on time and material contract, and then I am the consultant for certain companies like Senco. Now, how do I came? Because of the students. And how do I came? I keep on upgrading. I'm also searching for the information. I keep my contact. I don't have money. Only the good relation with the student, I got that funding. There started my career. I remember. I remember there I started my career. Still, I don't leave my old business, doing the student project. Many will ask, why you are doing student project. No, I'll do the student projects. I'll do student projects. Now I'm doing it. Still, though I have a lot of research projects and consultings and all those things, still I do. Why? Because if you take one single project, 4 brains will be coming to me. I look into the brain. When I'll talk to them very elaborately. Not that, what is the project, what do you want. I never do like that. You just take some papers, bring it out. Because 4 people will bring 4 different papers. So if I do that for 4 days, in my career, I last 4 days. 4 fellows at a time, they bring some papers. I'll do any paper. I'll give a command. You bring any paper, I'll do it. This is how I put it. And they'll go and they'll find out he'll do like this. And he'll bring some papers. And then from that paper I'll get information, I'll get the knowledge, I'll develop my thing. Now recently I think I never want to mention a college name because of open forum. One student from a college nearby, he was teaching me digital scent technology. I don't know what it means, scent technology. I know DSP, I know signal processing, I know this. It means I know means it's not I'm aware about it. I want to be very clear, not that digital scent technology. Really, I'm shocking how he got, and he brought a very beautiful papers. And really shocked. And now recently in VAT, and he has also brought one more new paper. I was really shocked because only these people are into contact. Still, I'm doing research projects. Still, though, see, there is one saying, even if you go to the top level, the habit which is cultivated at the early stage will not leave. In that way, though I am doing in a different way, different heights, still I have that mentality that the student projects, because there I get some information. Only for that I have it. Recently I made a digital scent technology. I think he's from Vijayawada. He went all over India. He was really fighting to do that. I made a very simple project. I proved it. He was very happy. He was enjoying like anything. And he said, year after, I'll bring a lot of people who want to do innovative things. And of course, for that, he was just following me for many times. I was so busy. I was not able to do. Even then, I want to do because I have all commitments. In between, he came to me to do that. The digital signal processing. Yeah, future you'll have digital scent processing, digital scent technology, digital scent processing. It's all signal processing. Okay, how do I know that? Only through students. Say that is what I'm sharing here. I think you can understand. Students are very good power, and I think many people, students are not up to the level. Don't say like that. When you see your child, our child is better, even my child is better than me in operating the things. But the thing is, they are doing it in a negative way. It means that they are getting the games. In turn, if I give some technical aspects, they'll do that through the same mobile. That is how the deviation has to be there. So keep on changing is not a problem. When you enter and you do it, you will get a lot of ways. You can keep on changing. And you want to upgrade yourself according to the trend. That is very important. I'll just show you one example. Previously there was in shops, they were having only weighing scales. Now they have electronic weighing scale. Now I went to one shop. I was asking, when there is no any material, what you will do it, sir? He says very clearly. Sir, we have an app. We book through the app, and that is an uneducated fellow. Who doesn't have, I think he's not even completed 4th standard or 5th standard. He's having an app, he's operating the app, he's ordering the item, he's paying the money. I was really shocked. How do you learn it, sir? See, nowadays everybody is using, why can't I learn? Keep on working on 4-5 days, it will get it. This is how you put it in. That way, he is doing. See, a shopkeeper was able to upgrade himself from app, because previously shopkeeper will go to the godowns to buy it. They are not doing it. They are saving the money. What is the thing? He bought that app. He learned how to change that app. Now he's doing the business. And that app, is changed now. Now they are in the Telegram group recently. I found that they are now contacting the village people, cultivation directly. They are getting a beautiful business. I'm really shocked. I was really shocked to see that. I also got a member in that. What I can say this. Farmers, what I can say, this Telegram app. I found that they are putting all their products in that. Nearly 15,000 people are there in that app, and everybody is exchanging very good profit. But if we do that for alumni, I think we'll be also successful. We'll also be successful. A lot of business, I can see that. Lot of things have been done. A lot of new things have been learned by the contact. So contact is very important. Maintaining the relationship is important. In that group, some fellow says that my cultivation was lost. How to recover? Immediately one fellow says, you do this cultivation this way. This is the modern way. You buy it. I did it. See my video. This is how they are. Villages, farmers who don't have primary education, they do the business. But of course the media is filleting, these things are doing this, these farmers are suffering. Okay, that is there, but still farmers are keep on upgrading. They are having the contact relationship, and that was very beautiful thing. I experienced this. So the changing can be developed, changed, improved through the contacts. I think Professor Satyapriya, did you got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful answer, sir. So you've given your experience. It's really awesome, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any people want to have any questions? Because keep on adding network security. Yes, Suganti, I think kindly give an idea about regarding network security. Yes, very good topic. What you are trying to discuss is a very good topic. Now, if you want to go for a network topic, I take online classes. Now you are taking my screenshot. Now you are taking a screenshot. You can take my screenshot. You are recording my video. Okay. There is a problem in this network security is that you are taking my video. How to block it? There are some cryptographic codings where you can block your thing. For example, Netflix. In Netflix, you cannot record it if you see in mobile or if you see in your laptop. But still, the same Netflix, I can just make a copy. How? You can keep a mobile phone. Over a mobile phone, I keep one more mobile phone for recording. That's it. How to block this? How to block this? So of course, it talks about security. It talks about the security. You can see, you can think it in a very simple way. How many people, they keep their electronic gadgets open? How to block it? How to identify it? See, in cyber security, you have a lot of problems. Very beautiful problems are there. If you see that WhatsApp and Telegram, you can see the security problems. I don't know how many people are regularly using Telegram and WhatsApp. See, if you take WhatsApp, you can see the other number. In Telegram, you cannot do that. There start the security. Very simple security. Okay, the security is required for everywhere. Everywhere the security is required. But still, we never look into that security. Now, the security in Wi-Fi. Okay, security in Wi-Fi. And security in shops. If you go to mall, there are a lot of Wi-Fi's have been hacked. and how to protect it. When you want to talk about that, I want to teach something about ethical hacking. And in ethical hacking, there are a lot of openings. There are openings. For example, when I use my mobile phone, if you don't switch on, even it is in my pocket, I can able to detect it. And there starts your smelling technology. You can make your Wi-Fi as a smelling technology. Wi-Fi can be used as a seeing technology. Okay, and startup. Sir, which is the way to recognize the idea for startup, whether it is required for the society, for the environment, or the best startup which you have seen recently? Final year, good. I'm very happy to see that some students are appearing for this presentation. And see, the startup, first thing, you should have interest in that startup. That is very important. You should have interest in that startup. And then once you get the interest, okay, you should know how this startup will make fund. For example, okay, I want to make, now you can take an environment. Now I want to make a very beautiful mosquito killer. Now this is a very big problem for me. Everybody, you have bat, you have all those things, but still you don't have very good mission. If you keep a chemical, it is going to spoil our health. Now how to go for a beautiful mission in economic way, it means that environment friendly, that becomes a question. In that case, how to start a product. Now, this is a product. If you give a survey, if you make a survey, you go and ask some people, sir, I'm designing one product. The cost is 50. Whether you will buy. So by that way, you have to analyze, because startup is totally related to the finance. If you do some product, how far it will have the marketability. Okay, how far this can be marketed out? How can the fund can be generated? Not like the startup. What I'm trying to say, I'll put it in a simple way. In cold countries, in America or something like that, if you have PVC pipes, the water in the PVC pipes will become chilled. It becomes ice. In that case, people are a lot of suffering. One fellow has identified that the same pipe can be replaced by one chemical. Is that one material is that platinum? Do you think that a startup designed for making a pipe in platinum will reach out the market? Though idea is good, though trying to solve the problem, but marketability fails. So startup needs society, because any product has to meet the society. Then only commercialization will come. Okay, that is very important. Can you some basic key points required for the idea for startup? Yes, startups needs of failures. Failures are learning process. The mantra is that failures are learning process. If you do something, you will get some failures, but don't think that it is an end. Failure is not the end. Failure is the learning process. This is the mantra. I think Kishore Kumar, I think your questions are very beautiful. I think you have missed my first session classes, because I was teaching how to start the company by registering where the payments are very less and all those things. Anyway, I'll discuss in my next session. Don't worry. And you bring some people to join this class, because I'm really interested to talk with the students. And I'll share, if you say that many people are coming from your part, even from other campuses. I think it is a open forum. Not only teachers can attend, students also can attend. And in that case, if you give an assurity, I think you have taken my number. You can come in the same group next class if you give an assurity. Okay, and then that can able to make your clear idea. We can make a startup by having only 5,000 rupees. Don't worry. Even if at 2,000, we can have a startup. Don't worry. But the thing is, you have to work hard. You'll have failures. Failure is a learning process. Don't be funk. How to overcome the stress at the starting stage of entrepreneurship? See, the stress is not there in entrepreneurship, in startup. Only thing is that you make a simple living. That is very important. When you do the business, you go and see the very big businessmen. They'll be in a simple way. That is a very important thing. See, when I want to do something, I want to be very choosy. Whether I need this, whether I not need this. Say I'm going to start a company, and I never want to show that. I'm a very big businessman. I want to buy a car. Now the problem comes. The same money, if I invest in my business, it will grow like anything. So you see very big shots, they'll be very simple. The simplicity, and then making your basic necessity comfort, that is enough. If you make your over comfort, or you make your under comfort, that starts a problem in the stress. Because the entrepreneurship needs a very beautiful mind. Yeah, I'll just put it in a very simple thing. If you are in entrepreneurship, you should not think about your dressing. It means that every time I am a businessman, what I want to wear today morning, you don't waste your time. This is how you waste your brain energy. So entrepreneurs should always think about the business. What I'm going to do next? What will be the next? Today I want to do this. This is how you have to focus. So every morning I am going to my office. I want to put like this. I want to say no. It's not like that. If you go and see the very top businessman, see, very important thing is that they have their dresses for 6 days, 6 pairs of dresses. They don't have any choice there, because why I want to waste my brain in the morning? What to wear? Searching for the things. Everything will be set ready, and that time he'll focus about the company. Okay, that is what very important. Okay, and because they don't have any experience at the starting stage, sir, no problem. Who said? Only thing is that the level of risk is making the stress. If you are a teacher and if you want to start a business, the percentage of risk is very important. Not that 100 times immediately jumping and getting into that entrepreneurship doing that will fail you. You should have some backup forces, either in a form of finance, or either in a form of people, and that is very important. Okay, and please don't try to say that there is a stress. No, there is no stress. Who said stress? No word is stress. Only the people who doesn't have any work, they'll be in stress. Stress is a word who doesn't have any work. When you see mad fellow, he doesn't have any work. That is his stress. If you say somebody is stress, he's not having work. That is a problem. Stress is different and hard work is different. The things are different. Stress is different. Stress is because of laziness. Stress is because of what I can say, you are planning. Stress is because of your single problem. If you have more problems for a day, okay, you'll forget the other problem because you jump onto the second problem. If you go to the third problem, you'll forget one and two, and you have to keep on engaged yourself. Then no stress. If you go to rehabilitation centers, they'll give the work for the stress people. You go mentally retarded people, they'll ask to do some work. Why they're asking? Because the stress fellow will be sitting in one place itself, one problem, one society, one thinking. If you go to mad fellow sitting in that fellow, he'll be keep on talking with one idea. He's stuck up in one idea. So stress is that because of stuck in one problem and thinking about one thing, because you don't have other thing to work. Say I'll put a very simple stress analysis, because I have taught a very stress management for you people. I'll give it. When I'm in my home, I have my fever. I think about fever every time. Okay. If you sit in my home, I'll always think about my fever. Now, if I go to my college, there my HOD will get some work. I'll change my mood, for my next stress. HOD has given the work, and then one more fellow will be there. He'll give one more work. Keep on doing an every day, switching your things, actions. At the end, if you go to home, oh, today morning there was a light headache. How it gone? And that's how you feel that even when you get a fever, if you go to college, it will become over, because it's not that a fever is going out, because you forget it, because you keep on changing your mind to next problem to next problem. So if you don't have that, if you keep in your home, you say I'm fever, you'll keep on saying the same word, you will be getting only the fever. You will not get a solution. If you keep your mind outside, it means that even though it's a fever, I'll just do the other work, then you don't have that fever. See, psychologically thinking about yourself negatively, or thinking about one problem continuously, that becomes a stress. Okay. Kishore Kumar, thank you. Happy to hear the words from you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, which is the most liked startup or idea of the year 2020? 2020 startup can be done in two ways. Is that I feel that in 2020 startup, the very big startup is education. Education is a big startup. You can do it now, because previously the teaching was done in the classroom. Okay. Previously teaching was done in the classroom. Now teaching is become open. Even if your mother is not able to see what my child is reading, how the teacher is taking the class. Now what happens now, it has become an open classroom. Even my mother also can attend. Now he also saw what this teacher is doing, and that is what the reason no parent is ready to pay the school fees. You see very simple calculation. Every industries have opened. All are doing their business. You go to shop, same thing. They started. They say COVID. Even the two industries was blocked. One is that education and cine field. Even cine has also opened, and they are opening for open tier system. That is different. Okay, I can understand. Now I find that teaching is a very big boon, because so far what was there in the classroom nobody knows. Now it has kept an open. Now they are searching for a good teacher. If you go to the Tutron, a website called Tutron, if you go and see before the COVID, no, the people who are taking the home tuitions, they are paid only 5,000 or 7,000. Now people are ready to pay even 20,000 for a good teacher. Now they understand how to select a teacher. And this was a very big survey done. And of course, 2020 post COVID, you can go for a very beautiful business is that teaching. Education industry is going to change. Education industry seen that teaching has a very big flaw. Don't worry about it, because even you are a teacher, some teacher, for the schools, they doesn't take classes properly, and there starts the problem. The startup. So I feel that teaching is good. And next is that very important is that you can go for agriculture. People understand that the quality of food. Agriculture is a very beautiful area. You can go for the startup, and then they are expecting something beyond that is that your Ayurvedic medicines. Ayurvedic medicines, because many people came to know that after COVID, though they don't have fine medicine, but Siddha is having, but people are not able to reach the doctors. And now I have my one student has started a WhatsApp group only for this Ayurveda doctors, getting the appointment, and she's making the medicines, and she's doing in Kerala, and she's doing a very good business. She's from MTech Electronics, and she does the publication by that research. Okay, and that is how very important. Okay, I think I can stop here, because I have one more class. And Professor, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can anyone give the feedback? Kishore Kumar, are you there in the line? Kishore, can you able to unmute? I can hear your words.
Yes, sir, I'm there, sir.
Very big affection with the students. You can contact me at any time, because you are the source of information. You are the source of knowledge. Can you give the feedback about this session? I am very happy to listen.
So the session was awesome, and I was having some more doubts regarding the entrepreneurship and the startup ideas, and I was keenly observing what you were saying, and I was sincerely waiting for a long time to ask some more doubts about these startup ideas and what are the main concepts for starting up an entrepreneurship idea.
I'll do one thing, because I don't know the student will be joining this session, so I made it for teachers. Kishore Kumar, you are from which college?
Panimalar College, sir. Panimalar Institute of Technology.
Now you become an ambassador. You bring a lot of students for my next class. I'll teach you how to fill the form. I'll teach you how to make your accounts, how to market, where you can get the source, and all those things I'll teach you. I'll take a pleasure, because last session I was not able to get one single feedback. I was just asking, sir, you have any feedback or something like that? Teachers, can you ask some questions? I don't know. When I called them, they were not answering. And this is how our students are expecting. You are a very beautiful example for these people who are attending this session. You see, you made a very big example. Okay, Kishore Kumar, I want to congratulate you. And if you send a message, I want to give some gift of honor to you, because last time I was asking many teachers, sir, you have any doubt? You have not anything? You can put a lot of no more. One was able to do. I don't know what is the thing, because I think their expectation is different, and that is what I made it in this way. Anyway. I think Kishore Kumar, you assured me you bring even the other college students also, and I'll give a beautiful example. Don't worry. I'll bring my people also if possible, because I'll bring my already who is doing in the business also. Okay, I'll try to bring them. So real time experience sharing will be a very big thing. Okay, I shared my experience, and now if you assure me to bring you have the brochure with you, you can send that brochure to every colleges, every student, final year students. I'll link you. And I have one more contact in Danish Ahmad. A student started skill age material from what I can say, a group, and he was posting beautiful courses. I'll make you to link in that group also, because you can join. He's making all free courses. Students are making revolutions. Students are making revolutions. Now, I see that Danish Ahmed student is making a lot of beautiful webinars. And I also give some webinars in that. You can join in that. Of course, that is totally free. I'm not charging for that. I'm not taking fund anything from them. I do it free of cost. You do, at least you make what I can say, a web, WhatsApp group or something like that. I'll help you how to make a startup. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Ramesh. I think I can drop my call here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I think this is an example students can, when we test the students, they'll reflect back like anything. Anybody?
Sir,
Kalayarasan. Tell me, Kalayarasan. I think you unmuted yourself.
Participants, if you have any queries, you can post it now
His audio is
so
not.
that we can wind up.
Yeah, I also have other classes.
Yes, if you have any queries, can ask now. Otherwise, we'll be winding up the session. Okay.
sir,
Uh,
sir, how to make a networking in a good manner with the other person, sir, while entrepreneur?
while an entrepreneur, you should not be in a base of business mind. How can I take money from him? That is the wrong way to approach. How can I do something good? How can I get something good? That is a basic thing. Do good, get the good. Maybe you can face some hurdles. Okay. Maybe you will have some hurdles. See, you go and approach in a businessman. See, a business starts with a business. See, I'll put it in a very simple way. How many knows that Infosys was started? Infosys was started. How many knows? If you take the history, a businessman gives an opportunity to the businessman. That is very important. Okay, if you get the goodwill of that particular person, you'll get one more goodwill from them. Say, I am running a business. If you're getting a goodwill of myself, my junior fellow, I'll make him, you at one stage, you go and start. It's not that, how can I take the money from him? How can I take the work from him? It's not been that way. Okay, show your goodness, get your goodness. Okay, maybe some people will try to cheat you. Don't worry. That is quite common everywhere. I think you can understand. The relation should be not on business motive. It should be in a goodness motive. If you go and ask one company, you think in that way. Sir, can you help me to train this? And he'll help you. He'll help you. He'll help you. Because who come from the basic, they'll help you. Those who are from the generation wise business, they won't do. For example, if you ask my child, if you go and help, if you ask somebody to my child how to start a company, he won't say, because he has taken all my information from me. He doesn't have any pain. The people who have real pain, who started to that level from zero to some level, if you ask them, they'll help you. So the friendship should be maintained in such a way that see the people level, how they came up, and you request them, they'll help you. Okay. And that is very important. You can see in things also. I think many institutions, many companies, you search how the companies came. See, if at all Infosys, I think Patni Computers, Infosys chairman was working in Patni Computers. Okay, from Patni he came out. He came out with the wishes from the Patni Computers, not that stealing and coming. And that is what you want to maintain the relationship. And that is what, if you go to Byju's, if you start a good company, Byju's are helping the startup companies if your idea is good. So goodwill is only required. Okay. Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you. I'll stop because I have a lot of work. Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you, madam. Anything is there to discuss?
No, sir. We'll formally conclude, sir.
Thank you. Shall I
On
leave?
1 minute, sir. Sir, please, for a few seconds, sir. On behalf of Panimala Institute of Technology and the supporting and sponsoring organization, and on my own behalf, I extend a very hearty thanks to Dr. R Shanker. Thank you so much for being with us, sir. Thanks for sharing your findings, opinions, and your own experience with us today. Thank you so much, sir. As a token of love and appreciation, we would like to give an e-memento to our